Oh, yeah, we're doing a new thing and another thing. Gerald Jones hits hard again. I mean, this man is salty, and I really can't hate it. I can't hate him for it. I can't hate the fact he is salty. I think it's absolutely brilliant and beautiful. And why is he salty? Well, I think you would be too if you are the owner slash GM slash head cheerleader slash de facto head coach slash if you could be player and you put all of your heart and soul and money into the team and you have Super Bowl aspirations and you come 4 weeks short of even getting there. Well, in the 23-17 loss that his team took last Sunday at the hands of the 49ers at home, he even canceled a few appearances on radio, but he actually took this one Friday and he had some very choice words to say about certain things. Now, I already talked about him and Mike McCarthy, 2-minute warning. You see that card at the top right. Now, I'm not talking about him. I'm actually talking about the AT&T Stadium glare. So he was asked about the glare and about it being difficult because one of his receivers, Cedric Wilson, said that he had a difficulty seeing Dak and the ball trying to receive it due to the stadium glare. Now, why is this important? Okay, most stadiums face north and south, right? Most stadiums. Some face northwest to southeast. You got some, like I believe Cleveland's First Energy Stadium, that faces northeast to southwest. Very few stadiums face east to west. In fact, I have a hard time thinking of more than one which do. AT&T Stadium faces east to west. Now, you'd say, well, why is that an issue? Well, think of sun. The sun rises in the east, sun sets in the west. So if the sun is setting in the west, you have games that a lot of the time start at, this is central time because Dallas is in the central time zone. They start around 3:05 or 3:25. Well, depending on the time of the year, you're going to get a hardcore glare. Now, if it's September, more than likely that would be maybe late September. In October, it would be about maybe 6 o'clock or so. In October, that'll probably be about 5:30 to 6. In November, it'll probably be about between 4:30 and 5. And December is probably between 4 and 4:30, maybe 4 to 5. And January was, of course, right on time. 4:30 to 5. The glare can be troubling. However, Mr. Jones, he wasn't having any of that. He basically was saying, look, it just ain't a thing. And he has to deal with other things. So he quoted this quote, I wished all I had to worry about was a ball hitting the screen or a little sun getting in there. Conditions and elements have been a part of football since it was played the first time. No, that's about 10,000 on my list of things to worry about. And no, we're not going to do anything with it. It goes both ways. Both teams had a chance to get in the sun. Both teams had a chance to get out of the sun. Relative to the elements that I see other people play in, it's nothing. Close quote. Now, what do I have to say about that? Bravo, Jerry. Bravo, Gerald. That's right. That's right. Stand on that principle. Stand on the principle that it can be difficult because you got a setting sun that could just ruin a game for a quarter. That's right. Ruin it and stand by it. But he actually is right. I mean, the one part of the charm for when Texas Stadium was built was you had this big giant hole in the center of the roof, and you had these peculiar shadow lines that would form because of it. So I think if I have to if I have to climb into the mind of Gerald, other than I'm just sick of dealing with anything football related, and I'm upset and pissed that my team has made it out, has been eliminated from the playoffs, and we don't get a chance to go to the Super Bowl. In this regard, he's saying, "Well, duh. I mean, this is football. you know, Part of that is to just simply get rid of any excuses. Part of it is to play through whatever it is. Part of it is to not excuse whatever elements may be, whether it is sun, whether it is snow, whether it is rain, or whether it's mud, or whether it's snow on the ground. It's elements. That has nothing to do with the game. That is how he thinks. I can't really say I fault him for thinking that way, really. You know, but he also goes on in that appearance on 105.3 The Fan. He said, "Quote: Somebody said something about a ball hitting the screen. Do you know how many punts we've ever hit that's ever hit that screen? It's ridiculous. I did the very same thing when I had my butt kicked or people mad at me. Then I'm going to pick something out that I can pick on them about. They don't color coordinate or they don't wear something that I want them to wear when it's really something much more important than that. What we've got on our mind is the fact that we didn't play well enough. I need to be worrying about something, frankly, that gets us back this week, next year in the playoff." Close quote. Now, normally I have issues with Gerald and focus, normally, right? In this case, I really don't have an issue with his focus. I think his focus is right on the money. Why am I worried about glares in my home stadium when my team, who I constructed to be in the Super Bowl, is out in the wild card round? Ask me about why we didn't make it past the wild card round. Ask me what we're going to do in the future of the team. Don't ask me about no doggone glare or about a scoreboard that might be hanging for your thought too low to the ground and having punts graze the bottom of it. Those are things that I'm not even concerned about. He basically took he basically took something that Jay-Z did. Jay-Z one time quoted in 99 Problems, quote, "If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems, but ain't one. Hit me." Close quote. Well, basically what Jerry said, and I love you, Gerald. I love you, Gerald, for this. He basically said, "Look, if you're having cowboy problems, I feel bad for your son because I can relate to you. I got 10,000 problems, but an AT&T Stadium glare most certainly ain't one." Hit him where it hurts, Gerald. Hit him where it hurts. I love you, Gerald, for that. Live in that anger. Please live in that anger and give us more entertainment because this is what I live to see. Not you being angry and losing, but you being honest and real. And I love that about you. Keep doing it. Tune in next time.